Everybody, welcome to Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. We are looking at a Homelite XL-104. This one's going to be for my collection, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think, this has been in the shop for a while, I don't think I've even gotten this one running yet. I'm going to pull this cover and see if I've got a new fuel hose on it. I should remember, but it's been in here that... Now, I haven't done anything with this one. And don't ask me why, other than just being busy. You can see it's got that real nice fade to it. I mean, it's almost pink. And there's a few spots that I've started to clean up, but I stopped because I didn't like how long it was taking. It has some serious oxidation there. So the way I'm going to handle this is a three-step process. And most of it's going to be done with the Dremel, and I'm going to waste a bunch of those little felt pads. But I don't care. So I'm going to make this thing look almost new again, at least in terms of the paint shine. Now, places like this that are chipped up, you can, I'd have to repaint the saw, and I don't want to do that. This one's got enough original on it that, no. Well, I'm going to stick with it. So what's a three-step process? Well, there's more steps than that, but I'm using 3 of the steps. Here's number 1, Meguiar's. A medium cut cleaner. This stuff has some grit to it. This is some good stuff. And I'm going to give a demo of what this stuff will do on just this one corner of the air filter. Then I'm going to turn the video off and I'm going to do the rest of the saw. Ooh. One thing I can guarantee is I'm going to be covered in shat by the time this is done. So this step, I'm just looking to see some color come back. And you can already see it. Look at all that oxidation that's come off. Now this is going to be a great example of why I'm going to use the Dremel, because anywhere there's a little ridge like this, it's really hard to get to. And you can wear through the paint on the ridge itself if you sit here trying to kiss up next to it too much. Now doing it by hand here, as slow as I'm going, I don't think it's going to be a problem, but just get a little bit more of this. All right, that's good enough. Like I said, the bulk of this I do want to do with the Dremel tool. So much quicker. All right. Use some of my little soapy, does it have a crankcase seal leak solution here? Get whatever gobbledygook off. Okay. I mean, already, just with the first step, there's a lot more color to that. But it gets better. That's the medium cut cleaner. Now we'll go to the fine cut. Most saws aren't oxidized this badly. Most saws I can start with this, with the fine cut, and get them cleaned up. But not all. So it's taken a lot less material off. We're down to pretty good paint in most of this. I'll do one more good. And again, this would be best done off of the saw with the Dremel, but I'm just demonstrating what this system will do. Okay. I can see a little mirror in that. So then, yellow wax. And that's separated pretty badly because of the heat, but I'll clean it up. I'll mix it up really good before I do the whole saw. And this is just for demo purposes. Okay, got the rest of the garbage off. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Nice. So, that's what color this saw would have been when it came out of the factory back in, let's see, that's a 7-digit. It's going to put this around 68 or 69. That's what it would have looked like. Probably a lot closer to that handlebar, to be honest. So, I'm not sure the camera is picking up the true scope of the fade, because in the viewfinder here, it looks way brighter than it should. I've already done some of this part of the fuel tank, but all this back here is still the original faded paint. So, let's see how it turns out. Okay, so I was wrong. Either I bought it as a runner, or I had done a little bit of work, but that screwball silicone job on that hose doesn't look like the kind of thing I would normally allow myself to take a shortcut on. So I replaced that hose, put proper grommet in there, and it started. So I'm going to have to assume I bought it as a runner and just forgot about that. Now, I put this bar and chain on. This one I had rat holed away for one of these saws. It's got the proper Super Easy style mount on it. And yeah, other than that. So, a couple notes. Paint on the tank is very thin from years of gas being poured over it. And the same is true back here. Paint on this throttle handle was thin, so I wasn't able to polish some spots the way I wanted to. And it's not a perfect thing. I mean, when the paint is faded that bad, you're never going to make it look brand new again. But that starter, that turned out pretty nice. Working around this lettering is very tough. I mean, I see some spots where I probably could have done a little bit better. Drive case cover, no, that turned out as good as it can. So, for a saw with patina, I'm okay with it. So, anyway, there you go. XL-104 for the collection.